All right. Good evening. I'm Corporal Holly, and today I will be conducting your informative briefing on the foundations of the Army leadership. Due to COVID reasons, we will have a mask on during this brief, unfortunately, so I guess you could have presumed that um, even though there is no risk assessment, however, it would be high in this case. All right, this briefing is unclassified. Please refrain from any questions until after briefing is over. The purpose of this briefing is to educate soldiers on the foundation of Army leadership, as well as state factors that play a role in these foundations and the different leadership styles. The topics for today will be foundations of Army leadership, what leadership is, and what are the different styles of leadership. For our first discussion, we will discuss what makes up foundations of Army leadership. A competent leader that has earned the respect of his lower level followers so that he or she can provide them with direction, motivation, and a purpose to execute a mission. Soldiers need direction from their leadership to where the mission is, how to get there, and any possible obstacles that they may encounter while headed to that mission. Leaders provide the motivation to the soldiers. They provide the direction to the soldiers. And they provide the purpose to the soldiers. And part of my handwriting, it is a little chicken scratch. The Army didn't require penmanship. All right. Leaders provide motivation to their soldiers and for their soldiers so that the mission at hand could be executed safely in a timely manner and in an accurate manner as well. We all know that unfortunately sometimes motivation plays a role in the willingness to execute a mission or a task at hand. Motivation can also be a morale boost as well to the soldiers as far as, having them have that want, that drive to actually get the mission done successfully. Lastly, the purpose of the overall mission is what leaders provide to the soldiers as well. Why is the mission important? What is the reason for this mission? What will be the overall success, and what will the overall success of this mission get done for the unit or the organization itself? Moving on to our next topic. What is leadership? If you look down at your handout, you'll see a quote on there from one of our former presidents, Dwight D. Eisenhower. His quote was, "Leadership is the art of getting someone to do something you want to be done because he or she wants to do it." Close, Mr. Eisenhower. Not exactly. Leadership is actually defined as the art of motivating a group of people to act toward achieving a common goal. So, what are some things that make up leadership, you may ask? Well, one thing that leadership consists of is what we all know and what we've learned going through basic training, the Army values. Do you guys remember what the Army values are? Well, say them with me. Loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and the last one, personal courage. All right, moving on here to our last subject. Can anyone tell me what the different leadership styles are? Well, the 5 styles of leadership are directing style, participating style, and these styles are actually listed in the handout that you guys were provided. Participating style, delegating style, transformational, and lastly, transactional. Now that last style right there is actually frowned upon in the military, in my personal opinion. I mean, why would you give a cookie to a soldier just because he passed an APFT or annual weapon call or, you know, he came in on time? I mean, we're soldiers. Why should we have to be rewarded for doing what we signed up to do? And that's to be in the right place at the right time in the right uniform. Directing style requires the trust of soldiers so that you can point them in a direction where the mission needs to be executed and how to have it executed. The only way that, unfortunately, they will trust you that your direction is the best direction is if you, as a non-commissioned officer, have proved yourself to be trustworthy. Participating style. Participating style is asking the ideas of your soldiers. Pretty much, you asking them as a non-commissioned officer, well, Pipe First Class so-and-so, how do you think we should do this? Or Specialist so-and-so, what's your intake on how we get the mission done? That's a form of participating style. Servant leadership, actually, is a form of participating style as well. Delegating style. Delegating style gives your soldiers a chance to work individually amongst themselves or within a group and collectively come up with ideas and ways to execute the task or the mission at hand. Transformational style is a style that, based on your inspiration or your influence to your soldiers, will predict the accuracy and the willingness of those soldiers to get the mission done. Transactional style, that's the one that we went over with having to give a cookie to a soldier. Pretty much, transactional style is, as stated, you giving something to your soldiers for them to get something done for you, okay? Which, as I previously stated, it's not what we signed up for, all right? With that being said, in conclusion, the foundations of leadership can be described as the Army values, the different styles of leadership, and the core values that you yourself, as a non-commissioned officer, possess. Thank you for your attention. I'm Corporal Holly. If there aren't any questions, it's brief, it's over with. Thank you.